I was born in the city of Lugansk, in the eastern part of the Ukraine. This important event took place on November the 6th, 1907, and here I am.
Yes, it's on.
This picture represents the family of my grandfather, Zusik Alexander Stadienko, and his wife Gittel. In the back standing, Mimi Stadienko, Lankin, who married Maris Lankin. On the right, standing behind their grandfather, Raisa Lankin married Maris Lankin's brother. And on the extreme right, standing, I don't know the name. It's one of the children that died in her teens, and if I ever heard her name, I don't remember. Sitting in the center, my father, looking very serious.
But was he serious?
Yeah.
That's Isaac, right?
His name is Isaac Studienko. Sitting near him, on each side of him, on the left, Luba Studienko, the youngest of the daughters, and Sonia, who is a year or two older than Luba.
So those are all your aunts?
Yeah, these are my aunts.
And your father?
Yeah.
Now they all, which ones came to the United States and which ones stayed?
Mimi Lankin was married to Maris Lankin, and they both came to this country around 1910.
And they're the ones you lived with in Philadelphia?
Yeah, they're the ones. I lived with them. When my father left for New York, he left me behind at my Aunt Mimi's, and I stayed with them for about 3 years. Was I must add that I was treated like one of the family, just one of the boys. They had, at the time I joined them, they had 6 sons and 1 daughter. Grandmother was on the extreme left. She was a very typical Jewish grandmother.
What does that mean?
Whatever that means.
And what?
Well, she took care of the family, and would help some of her daughters. And she really liked to keep holidays like Friday night candles and prayers.
So your grandfather and grandmother were religious?
Well, they were not fanatically so, but they liked to.
They weren't taking any chances.
No, they liked to keep tradition alive.
What did your grandfather do for a living?
He was a contractor at the time that I knew him. He had about 5-6 men working for him, and they're renovating homes and allied jobs. And after the revolution, he could not employ people. He obtained a carriage and a horse and worked as a cab driver from the Lugansk railroad station. I may add that Raisa, who was married to David Lankin, was very active in the government of the city, and she was given a state funeral when she died. Everybody on this picture is gone now. This is a family group. My grandfather, Alexander Studienko, his wife, Gito, my cousin.
Yeah. Want to stop? Do you want to stop for a while?
No, my cousin Israel Lankin who lived with us while his father was a prisoner of war in Austria during the First World War.
Mm-hmm. So he lived with you in Russia?
Yeah. On the extreme right, that's me.
About how old?
I was, I'd say about 8 years old then.
Uh-huh.